Welcome back to Extra Holiday Games. I'm Extra Holiday, and we're going to do the same thing as we did last time, but better. Yeah, honestly, I think just maybe a little bit more luck and a little bit more, just a little bit more skill we can manage. Okay. Hope Soda is probably not the first one that I wanted, but I'll take it. Okay. Right. So. Really, we shouldn't have a whole lot of trouble on this build until the end, right? And that's not exactly what we saw last time, but like ultimately if we can dodge the damage, we should be fine, you know? It's just really that end part that makes it tough, you know? Get that out of the way. Oh dear. Okay, we're alright. Okay. Yeah, we need book. Book is good. Not really doing anything different, as mentioned, with the build. We just... In fact, I am going to take Asakoko here. On this. It's just... I think we were pretty close to winning there, actually. Maybe that's just me being a little delulu, as they say. But I think, actually, want the money? No. Okay. You know what? I'll save that for later then. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna pick up all the stuff that's out here at the end right now, even though once again we do want to save some of our coins on the ground. Hold pin again, take shades. Ooh, greed. That is going to help us a lot, actually. That means we won't have to be nearly as stingy picking up coins, which is what I was literally just talking about. Okay. That actually is quite useful for us. Corporation pin, yes. With greed, we should actually be reasonably able to keep our buff up even without being super stingy about our punches. Particularly because we have an on-hit build, so we're getting that on-hit coin that much more often. Milk, yes. Milk is another item that we need. I am also going to go with sweets here, actually. I was gonna go milk there, but we've only got one level in Corporation Pin. If we had Corporation Pin maxed, I probably would have gone milk over sweets there, but we did not. Okay. Boom. We can be slightly more stingy about when we use the punches, but at the same time we can be less stingy about when we actually pick up the coins. Which is honestly a pretty good spot to be in. Oh, hey guys. Yeah, we can save our punches for times like that, where it's quite useful. Get quite a bit of coins. Focus shades, a little bit more crit chance. Still don't think we're quite over critting. Yeah, no. But we can get there. Not that we necessarily want to over crit, but alright. The greed is going to help us. I honestly think that even if we potentially get the better on-hit stamps, that we want to keep greed until we lose the Hope Soda, right? Until it becomes a part of True Infinite BL Works. Because it's only really after that point that we really don't have to worry about that we would be pretty secure having enough coins without greed. Okay, so that I think is our plan for that. Soda, yes. Book, sure. I'm gonna take this and use that on the pin. Might as well max that out. Here's another one. We're gonna use that on milk. Yeah, okay. Book acquired. I'll take it. Not even more soda. It is curious to me that on Rainy, when you have maxed out soda and you have full stacks on, I believe it's Lady of the Peafowl, you're not getting red crits, you're still getting orange crits. Because you're over, at this point, like even now, we have plus 100% crit damage, which means it's like crits do a total of 300% damage. Which I thought was the threshold for red crits, but it's not that right now. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know if that's like intentional or if it's just because I feel like I've seen other scenarios in this game where the color scaling, the coloring of the crits doesn't seem to always match up with how much damage they're supposed to be doing. Alright, let's punch some people. And then dash out of the way of that. I think one thing that kind of held me back last run was that because I've been playing so much of Stage 4 hard, I've been holding on to my dash a lot more, because in that stage you like kind of really need to save your dash for the lightning strikes sometimes, just because there are sometimes you're just not gonna dodge or be able to dodge the lightning without a dash. However, in this stage there isn't really any sort of hazard like that where you really need the dash. So I think I kind of need to get back into the habit of, for this stage at least, of just using the dash whenever it's off cooldown. Simply because covering more ground means that you pick up more experience earlier, and the dash also helps you cover more ground and makes you invulnerable, and the more you're invulnerable, the less you can get hit. So I do think I should actually be using the dash more often. I mean, of course, there are scenarios like that where having the dash at a particular time is probably a good idea. Yeah, sure, we can max TR. Get it out of the rotation. One more punch left. Okay. It is nice. It is nice being able to be a little bit more liberal with my punches. I do see that bomb stamp there. I want it. I'll probably take it over attack up. Okay. Because as mentioned before, I don't really want to get rid of greed just yet. There are... Oh wait, why did I upgrade bomb? I should have upgraded size, because that one we definitely want to keep. There's still stamps I want more than either of them, but for sure I want to take bomb because it actually gives us quite a few more crits. Fan beam, yes. That is something that we want, yes. We can work on fan beam and plug right now. That would work out for me. Okay, good. We did enough damage that we kind of just cut right through him. That's really the only way a character like Rainy will survive that sort of scenario without taking a bunch of damage. Let's go max, because we already have the book maxed. And we want that super collab. Yeah, sure. Fan beam is fine. We can take that. I'm almost wondering if I really want the projectile up stamp. Because at this point, we've pretty much already got a constant spray of feathers. So I'm not sure we really need... well, I guess in that case, you could also make an argument against the haste stamp. Because yeah, normally I would want just like all the on hits. You know, haste size and projectile up. Right. But right now, I don't know if we actually need that. Okay. Now, guys. Ow. If I've been in their range just then. Okay. This is an awkward corner to get stuck in during this. Oh, I thought I could make it through that without getting hit. It was not the case. Yeah, a lot of these coin scaling characters, you really only need the one, either greed or the one item, to make their coin scaling consistent, you know? And so it's like, a lot of the time I have trouble bringing myself to devote a whole item slot to a coin item when they don't really necessarily need it if we can get greed. Particularly if they're running Promise TR, which means we're more likely to get the greed stamp. Ooh, like that. Hit. And hit. Sure. We can do that, yeah. Of this loadout, I know we can combine that with song. So that should be fine. There's at least one thing we can combine it with. Oh, that was one thing I remember now from last time that I maybe should have considered this time is the Bloodlust collab. That one I think is pretty effective on a character like Rainy. It's melee, so, well, it's at least partly melee, which would mean that it does not gain the melee part of it, the dagger, would not gain crit chance from our focus shades, but it would probably still be fine. Ultimately. This guy, hold on. One of them, yes. Hoping, I don't expect this, but I'm hoping to keep my prism, at least some of it, until the very end. But like, definitely not guaranteed. That's really just a matter of skill. Hey, Super Hope Soda, that is fantastic. Guaranteed crits are nice, even though at this point we are kind of not over-critting, but I think that's a bug. Dragonfire acquired. It might be that there tiara bug that we were suspecting. Let's see, 58%, 88%. I mean, we're close to 100% anyway. It's not a huge deal. Oh, we didn't get anything on that attention, please. Which is kind of rough. Ugh. Guys, come on. Just be chill, huh? Can we just do that? Can we just be chill? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Yeah, so next weapon we want is Idle Song. Yeah. Because I actually don't think at this point we have anything else to combine the glow stick with. We don't have water, and we've already used Fan Beam, so Idle Song is required. Oh, I had another punch. I did not. Out of Tunjuk. Honestly, for whatever reason, I'm feeling more confident in this run than I was last run. I feel like we haven't quite, fingers crossed, we haven't quite had as many desperate moments as we had to this point last time, but I don't know what could be the cause of that exactly. Idle Song, thank you. What I might be doing other than simply playing better that would cause that. But it might just be that. It might just be that I've been dodging more damage, because, you know, sometimes it happens. Okay, yes. hoping and praying that if we can keep our prism to the very end, not like that, that it will help us survive the bosses long enough that we can kill them. Ooh, Rainbow XP, okay. Honestly, slightly detrimental to us, actually. In a way. Oh, shoot. Stop that. Okay. More music. Ow. Did not see that enemy that just hit me. Let's take a hump. I could use more stamps. I mean, not really until we hit, well, the next level, basically, because we're almost at a point where we can get our super collab. But, oh, there's the lightweight stamp. Thank you for dropping. But, could be nice. Just to have them around already. A collector would be ultimately what I want most, but that is potentially the rarest stamp to drop. Okay, yeah, no song here. Yep, one more glow stick. Oh, that one's dead. Good. We are maxed out on Idle Song. Gold Anvil, good. I'm gonna use it for the super collab first. It is nice that we got a super item version of our super collab before getting any other super items. I mean, it's nice that we got Super Hope Soda before getting the collab. Super collab. You know what I mean? Here's the other. Okay. And then limiter. Okay. I've got those two on the ground, which I am going to just keep there for now, actually. Okay. You know, I had a friend over the weekend ask, because we were basically this last weekend we wrapped up our show that we were doing, and we had a cast party that I went to. And I had a friend ask about VTubers and what they are. And I think I've talked about before how I would define a VTuber, but because I thought this might particularly resonate with them, in their perspective, I basically how I described it was I started with, so you know Jeff Dunham? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, okay, so now imagine if Jeff streamed as his puppets. And then I went on to explain that, like, basically it is streaming as a character that is ultimately a puppet, visually. Or at least that's how it's controlled like a puppet, except the puppet is controlled by a camera staring at your face. That is ultimately how I described VTubers to her, and she was like, oh yeah, okay, I kind of get it. Which was nice. We're gonna go potato. Should I hold on to bomb? That's not a great enchant, so I'm gonna say no. We're just gonna go potato for now. I am keeping those stamps there in case a better stamp drops. But we're getting pretty close to the end, so I just end up throwing those into greed. If we don't get any more stamp drops, which is entirely possible. I would say only somewhat likely, but... Oh, there's another stamp. Pacifist. Not particularly useful. I'm going to put that in greed, I guess. Potato. I heard another stamp drop. Marking. Also not especially useful. We'll put that in greed. At this point, we could still get either haste or the projectile up stamp, which in both would be good. This is the part where I kind of want to save my dash, because there is a part upcoming that will be difficult without it. Okay. Potato. We're just gonna sell this at this point. Oh god. Oh, thank you, invulnerability. Oh, this is a bad spot to be for this. Okay, we're fine. Hi, Bombcat. SSRB, I believe, actually. That's what they are called. Ow. Okay. Let's just dash away for a little. Ow, Nina, why? It's like the most effective way you could place those. Alright, I'm gonna start wailing away. Oh my god. They absolutely destroyed me there. Okay. We're gonna have to rethink our battle plan. However, that's gonna have to happen next time. Because, as for this episode, that's a wrap. Shaking my SMH.